Hi, my name is Mike Del Mundo, and my presentation for today is about information security. This is part of my requirements for the Master in Information Systems course I'm taking up at University of the Philippines Open University. I will begin by sharing with you the context of IT in the business environment. According to George Reynolds in his book, Principles of Ethics in Information Technology, innovation is a key factor in productivity improvement, and it has played an important role in enabling innovation. Progressive management teams use IT, as well as other technology and capital investment, to implement innovations in products, processes, and services. But as organizations realize the importance of IT as driver for innovation and business growth, they also realize that they are faced with new risks and threats associated with embracing this technological breakthrough. Let me cite some examples of threats associated with information technology. Natural calamities. Typhoon Yolanda was one of the strongest tropical cyclones ever recorded, which devastated portions of Southeast Asia, particularly the Philippines, on November 2013. It killed at least 6,300 people in the country alone. The cyclone caused catastrophic destruction in the Visayas, particularly on Samar and Leyte. Data theft. After an avalanche of data breaches, South Korea's national identity card system has been raided so thoroughly by thieves that the government says it might have to issue new ID numbers to every citizen over 17 years old at a possible cost of billions of dollars. The issue came to a head after 20 million people, including the Korean president, were victims of a data theft at 3 credit card companies. Defacing of websites. Hackers suspected to be from China defaced the website of the University of the Philippines on April 2012. The hackers left a message claiming, "We come from China. Huangyan Island is ours." Philippine websites of Official Gazette, the Presidential Communications Development and Strategic Planning Office, and the Presidential Museum and Library were also defaced on the same period. Hackers defaced the websites of the Philippine Star newspaper also. Internet piracy. The U.S. has kept the Philippines on a list of countries subject to trade sanctions because of continuous violation of intellectual property rights, including piracy of the Internet. In its 2013 report, the U.S. Trade Representative Office said the Philippines joins other U.S. trading partners that are still on the watch list because of, among others, African concerns for piracy over the Internet. Weak internal controls. In 2006, the U.S. Air Force reacted with alarm after the Chronicle told the Secret Service that a government document containing specific information about anti-missile defenses on Air Force One and detailed interior maps of 2 planes, including location of Secret Service agents within the planes, was posted on the website of an Air Force base. The document also shows the location where a terrorist armed with a high-caliber sniper rifle could detonate the tanks that supply oxygen to Air Force One's medical facility. Air Force and Pentagon officials scrambled to remove highly sensitive security details about the 2 Air Force One jetliners after the Chronicle reported that the information had been posted on a public website. Terrorism. At least 13 people were killed on July 2014 by a bomb blast at a hotel in Nigeria's northeastern city of Bauchi. No one has claimed responsibility. Nigerian security forces are struggling to contain a campaign of violence by the Islamic Boko Haram group, which is fighting to impose Islamic law on Africa's most populous nation. Because of these threats, organizations today have increased awareness and value of information and see the urgency to protect their information assets. Companies must protect information and information systems to to meet business and legal requirements, prevent loss of product knowledge to internal and external attacks, prevent leakage of trade secrets and confidential information, manage legal compliance, manage cost versus risk, adapt to introduction of new technologies and tools, and ensure availability of information systems at all times. There are two main reasons why information security is important. One is because information security breaches are global, industry-wide problems that could affect all types of organizations that handle information, be it government, bank, call center, IT company, manufacturing company, consultancy firm, hospital, school, insurance company, etc. And two is because strong information security will positively impact a company's brand, market share, customers, employees, and risk mitigation. But what is information? Information is an important asset, essential to an organization's business needs. It can be printed or written in paper, stored electronically, transmitted by post or by electronic means, shown on films, or spoken in conversation. What is information security management? It is the preservation of confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. In addition, other properties such as authenticity, accountability, non-repudiation, and reliability can also be involved. Some definition of terms. Information Security Management, ISMS, is a part of overall management system based on a business or risk approach to establish, implement, operate, monitor, review, maintain, and improve information security. What are the objectives of ISMS? It has three objectives. First is to adopt a framework for building a risk-based security management system. Second is to promote a scalable, measurable, and repeatable information security management system. And third is to apply a set of controls against which the company can be assessed for effective information security management. What is the information security standard? The ISO 27000 series is a standard developed by ISO, or International Organization for Standardization, to address specific aspects of information security management. It comes in two parts, the ISO 27001, or the Standard Code of Practice, and the ISO 27002, or the Best Practice Recommendations. Here is the framework of ISMS ISO 27001-2005. The standard follows the Plan, Do, Check, Act, or PDCA framework for continual improvement. The standard has at least 133 security controls, grouped into 11 sections, whereby it can be used as a security checklist. And the 11 sections are enumerated as follows: security policy, organization of info security, asset management, HR security, physical and environmental security, communication and operations management, access control, information system acquisition, development and maintenance, information security incident management, business continuity management, and compliance. To implement ISMS, the recommended way is to follow these steps, the following steps. 1. You have to get management to buy in to implement ISMS. 2 is to formulate and define the information security policy, objectives, scope, and boundary of ISMS. 3 is to identify and mobilize the team or task force. 4 is to do risk assessment of the company and formulate risk treatment plan and statement of applicability. 5 is to identify applicable controls and determine how to measure the effectiveness of the functioning of controls. 6. Make a comprehensive documentation of ISMS and manage all related documents. 7. Conduct ISMS campaign and orient employees on information security awareness. 8. Implement the controls. Resolve the conflicts during implementation. 9. Monitor the effectiveness of the controls through scheduled or unscheduled internal security audits by trained auditors. And last, review the audit findings during the management review. you have to use all the audit findings to improve the ISMS. Organizations can enjoy several benefits from ISMS. Here are some of them. First is improved availability, security, and value collaboration and messaging. Second, ISMS helps ensure that information is safe in case of disaster. Third, ISMS provides a defined process to evaluate, implement, maintain, and manage information security and continuous improvement. Fourth, there will be a reduction in security breaches and adverse publicity and increase in confidence factor internally and externally. Fifth, enhanced knowledge and importance of security-related issues at the management level. Sixth, it guarantees that knowledge capital is stored and managed in a business management system. 7. It facilitates operations in a trusted environment. And finally, the internationally recognized structure serves as a yardstick against which security can be judged. However, ISMS implementation in a company will be faced with negative reactions from people who would be affected with the change. There will be complaints as controls will now restrict what was once used or changed by employees freely. There will also be complaints regarding additional steps and approvals for use of restricted systems or changes in systems. Here are the critical success factors of ISMS. 1. A well-defined information security policy. Security mindset of the organization. 3. Management commitment and visibility. 4. Effective risk management. 5. Effective marketing or promotion of ISMS. 6 is technical guidance by experts and resource persons. 7. Financial support. 8. Awareness training and education of employees. 9. Effective and responsive incident management. As a conclusion, the basic goals of security are availability, confidentiality, and integrity. We must determine what we need to protect, what threats we are protecting it from, and how to protect it. Once ISMS is in place, it is important to review the information security policy regularly to assess changing conditions and ensure that it is updated to adapt to change. Make information security the responsibility of everyone, not just one person. And truly enough, you will be successful in reducing the risks and threats that may harm your business in this technologically advanced era. Thank you, and I hope you learned a lot from this presentation.